我们聚集眼睛 je bodana tu sam san je ganje ngo ne rong san ju grong sam den je ba za ve la me kha la gu chang za wo na nong ga dong nyam be sin je dong je nong je lang na me ba yong da ba zo be song je je gong bong lang ge pra cha de je do dong be ju sam mo sin Surgen do nyong so ye bara jo nyong do song jun chu do tu jin sem bara hyo te yong kong sem bara sa we chu na kam dar lo ban lu du jin zi be hi be tin te la yong parul do sim ba chu go ne hi be kap so ba ba le nga ba song tin je parul do sim ba te la yong no yin pong ba no tenso tseme ye drupa la sopa ye pa le kapndar tongpo noyin pongpa la tse yor je noyin pongpa tong non chuji je noyin pongpa tong nor je yon pongpa tong long che je yon pongpa te nomba ye le tongpo husain ne kapndar non chuji je noyin pongpa ka tsok te Hyoa kapsa papa te tabu hyoa kapsa sonchun chukdo tu jene sen nang ro che.
So here in the presentation of the letter to the friend, we are in the midst of the presentation of the 6 paramitas. We have come to the 5th of these, the Gianna paramita, and this has several sections, including primarily eliminating distractions. The 2 main sections are eliminating distractions and gathering all the favorable conditions. Among these, we are discussing eliminating distractions. Eliminating distractions also has 4 sections. The first of these is eliminating the distractions of external objects. The second is eliminating the distractions of the internal 8 dharmas. Third is eliminating the distractions of wealth, and the fourth is the eliminating the distractions of possessions. So among these 4, we are discussing. We have finished the discussion of the first, and we have now come to the section on eliminating the distractions of the 8 worldly dharmas. So please listen with the motivation of bodhicitta.
我们现在讲到的是龙树菩萨劝解王颂里面6度的修持。那我们谈到的是第5个，也就是禅定。在讲到禅定的部分呢，第一个是断除散乱，第二个呢是具备顺缘。禅定的顺缘就是4无量心。那我们现在讲到的是断除散乱的部分，这个部分里面又分为4个内容。第一个呢是断除各种外境，散乱于外境上。第二种呢是内心的一种散乱，第3种是散乱在财物上，第4个是散乱在拥有的事物上，或者说一些资具、一些事物上面。那么我们第一个散乱外境已经讲过了，接下来现在讲的是散乱内心的一种散乱哦。那么接着要听闻的时候，首先请大家升起菩提心。
Tateyong tendam zipar jile uno la churkin yilla jiba te komse te dongdawa yenten temba ye chu yin gayong chiba mala so hi sungre la ta chitang ngarang so yenten tong temba tong chen tong chawa je karisin nangu yo are se na ten tong be nelu te chitawa yim tong upu ne tang te chen gu yo are la upu ne tang ten chamber se ba te upu ne tong la chul yin de yilla zipa yilla jipa te la kompran se je te dong da wa upu ne tang te la chul yin de yilla jipa te le la chu nga yong chipa ma la so se ta te ngong do yu ne tang upu ne tang yapo yin ban chen ba tong yapo ma yin ba hi to ba je gu yo are so yin se
And so the verse reads, in order that you see the absolute, get used to truly understanding things. And no other practices there such as this possessed of special virtues such as these. And so we need to develop all the qualities, eliminate all the faults. And how do we do this? It is by knowing the absolute, by knowing the ultimate nature of all phenomena as they actually are. And we need to be able to properly focus our mind on this, or properly pay attention to this. And there's no better practice, no other practice such as this has such special qualities as it does. And so when we are resting in this meditation, then when we see the nature, if it is good, we understand it as good. If it is not good, we realize that it is not good. And in this way, we rest in the nature.
接着是第27个偈文，这里说未见圣意于诸法，于理作意如理作意而修习，与之相同具功德，他法少许亦无有。那在这里我们要如何做到一切都具备功德，而且能够远离各种的过患呢？方法就是你能够见到这个一切事物，这里说万法诸法就是一切事物它本来的样子，它实际的状况，所以就是你要能够见到事物的实相，它的圣意，它的实相。那你要如何能够见到呢？方法就是你要如理的作意，你要有一个正确的思维，如理的作意去看它。那换句话说，无论这个事件它是好还是不好，你都能够观见到它的本质。那么与之相同具功德，他法少许亦无有，没有任何其他的法比起见到事物的实相来得更有功德、更殊胜的了。
他得到我不那当知道用的前边个眼睛动的吧的前边动跑吧眼啦，得到我知道用的前边黑了的没呢，得用到吧马眼别出的等吧的啦。Kibu rizu tudon denam jong, hirap tsutam chawa kurmala, dede kongla yenten denye den, dene yenten yendo chayong che se. Tachi tanga yenten ke zo de kare guge yore se na, nanga netang chetawa yendo chenpe hirap tang che, ranga jelong nombar topa tsutam de don ni, de yang tapa che guge yore la, kalte te me na, Jivu de Rai Zangbo Dong, Zun Zeba Dong, Tupi Hira Dong Demba Nam Jong, Tene de la Kuranga Yenten Dong Demba Tawa Je Rete, Yena Yung Hirap number Tawa Je Dong, Suram number Tawa Je Dong Charna, De Kurvi Usu Churba, Chuk Churba Je Mare La, Te Tawa Yembe Cherna, Konzo Kongla, Tene nonga chuni je nelu jetawa yinda hibe hiraton, che jelom number taba tsuram don denba te, tabu yenten denye don dena, tena yenten yen, kondo denba tabu rizangbo don, zunzeba don, tuba don, madenba la soba, yenten yen don, chalion, chepara wuba on, kurwa wuba nesu churwa yen.
So if we have the quality of knowing the nature of things as they are, the prajna that knows the nature of things as they are, and if we have that is a superior quality, and so the way that we need to have such qualities is described in the next verse. Those possessed of breeding, learning, handsome looks, who have no wisdom nor discipline, you need not bow. But those who do have these two virtues, the lacking other virtues, you should revere. So, what are the primary qualities that we need? The first is the internal prajna that knows the nature as it is, and the second is the conduct of pure discipline. These are the two qualities that we need. And if we lack those, and even if we have a good breeding or from a good family, if we have a lot of education, or if we are handsome, if we have these are normally considered qualities, but if we lack the lack the prajna that knows the nature as it is, and the external conduct of proper discipline, then such a person who has those other qualities is not worthy of respect, nor worthy of veneration. But someone who does have these two qualities of the internal prajna that knows the nature as it is, and the external discipline, the external conduct of pure discipline, even if they lack the other qualities, such as being from a good family, being educated, being handsome, and so forth, is someone who is still worthy of respect and worthy of veneration.
在前一个句子呢，这里提到说，这样子能够见到万物的实际的状况的这样的一种智慧，它的功德呢是不可思议的，而且如果没有具备这样的智慧的话呢，是不行的，一定要具备的。所以接着第28个偈文呢，就在提到说，如果没有这样的智慧的话是不行的。所以足貌文虽具全是，然离慧界非受尽，何者具择二功德，彼无他得亦应供。所以在这里是说，一个人最主要要具备的，可以说两种功德是什么呢？第一个就是智慧，就刚刚提到的，你能够观见到万物它的本质本来的样貌的这样的一种智慧。不仅是如此，第二个功德你要具备的，也就是清净的一个行持，也就是戒律。所以如果不具备了这两者的话，就算你具备很好的种性，就是足，再来你长得很好看有貌，再来你很多闻，你很有知识，就是闻，这些你虽然就算都具备了，但如果你远离了慧跟戒的话，你也不是很殊胜的，你也不是应该受到尊敬的，所以说非受敬。何者具此二功德，彼无他得亦应供。这里是说，如果一个人他不具备，他如果已经具备了这样的智慧还有持戒的话呢，就算他没有其他的德行，就是就算他没有足貌闻的话，他还是值得大家称赞的供养的。
他的帮助你的出击的了也那，你的出击就能赢的也那，你的Corwana Nebeke, Mombo Niamomba Mombo Pelgio Rella. The Ponzi Nimbo, the Candy Gugio are Sena, Tanda, Condo Tembata, Hera don't certainly the Gugio are. Hera don't certainly a Ponju Mubo de Gitin Chuji, the Candere Sena, Tatanda, Tela, Andra Nishutagoba, Gitin Chemba, Nidon, Manidon. They don't make the Hindon, Menindon, the Meiji, Jitin Chujibo, Dog Yulman Bangonium, Tanjitin Chembate, Tachuton Jijanelu Yabo, Hinking, Jalvo de Chizombola, Sone, Tinte. Jalvo de Chizombo Cherange, Tinikana Tangu, or Senan Jitin Chuji de. Panto bache gugi yuare, jitin chuji de kandere sena, nye pa sauna gawa ton, nye pa majona magawa nye, tekinda dewa sauna gawa ton, medewa sauna magawa de nye, tekinda nyenro sauna gawa ton, nyenro majona magawa ton nye, tekinda tera tonki mambo sauna gawa ton, Mera tanki mambo chona magawa te tabi chu jebo te jitin patang chige ta te la hiencho chenpo chege yo rela jitin chu ji je ondo hyone hiencho ga onge nye mambo mambo per sen la dunga ton kangal mambo jong ta tende yunge yo rela teacher na te tabi manjung chedo la dog yul mambo gonyon se Tati ngarang sang tane gama gaga nondu te me baje gogi yore. Tati tendo la tanda andang sumchu pate tene te jitin chuji la tene dipa pongu par tembare la. Cheche tonsi genlong la don drendong yayang tawdong tsumodong khorje lidong dipa mejete nyalwe namen kanenga manchi tan jitin chuji te Lola Mahirwase, Jitin Chuji, Lola Mahirwase, Baton Dayomase, Jitin Chuji, La Tene, Dipa Megawa Sabate, Pongu Yore, Dipa Megawa Kangasetula, Kakal, Tangi Yore, Sena, tene tramse namje tando la, tene dipa megewa sabaton. Ta tegen to gelon namje tando la, dipa megewa sabaton. Yana la namje tando dipa megewa sabaton. Tegen to ren namje tando dipa megewa sabaton. Tegen to range yalton yomdon, tegen to tsumodon, rongan khorje leto kon inayon ronde range dipa megewa tendo mejawa pangu yore. Junsen karere sena rang chedola dipa megewa sena yon ra. Tene transe don genon don yadon yondon korla sobe chedo dipa megewa sena yon ronde tiga number member debote yungre number member debote rang yungre mato tene rang teacher dola seba insene tela gohya sawe ke yolndabo kanya yo mare la tene rani ji nyong go ba yin be na teta be dipa megewa telan zangu gre.
So there are the 8 worldly dharmas that we need to give up, and the reason, and we must not be distracted by them. And the reason for this is that they will increase the samsaric faults, and they will increase our afflictions. So what is the antidote to them? The antidote to them is this prajna and the diligence that we need to have. Now, what is it that the prajna will eliminate? It is the 8 worldly dharmas that are described in verse 29. You who know the world take gain and loss, or bliss and pain, or kind words and abuse, or praise and blame, these 8 mundane concerns. Make them the same and don't disturb your mind. So you who know the world refers to King Dechisambo. And what he is supposed to be diligent about is giving up the 8 worldly dharmas. And these 8 worldly dharmas are first being pleased when you gain something, or being displeased when you don't gain something. The second set is to be pleased when you experience pleasure, and displeased when you experience something unpleasant. The third set of 2 is to be pleased when you are spoken well of, when you are renowned, and displeased when you are not. And then the fourth set of 2 is to be pleased when you're praised, and displeased when you are criticized. So you should make them the same and don't disturb your mind. The 8 worldly concerns are something that worldly people are very attached to. And so if you are overcome by the 8 worldly concerns, then it'll increase your afflictions and bring you a lot of suffering and difficulties in your mind. And so for that reason, you should make sure that make them the same and don't disturb your mind. You should neither be pleased or displeased by any of these happening. And then the next verse describes what happens when we perform misdeeds as a result of the 8 worldly concerns. It reads, "Perform no evil, even for the sake of Brahmins, bhikshus, gods, or honored guests. Your father, mother, queen are for your court. The ripened fruit in hell's for you alone." And so we need to give up doing misdeeds and non-virtues for this because of the 8 worldly dharmas. And so why is it that we must giving up doing misdeeds and non-virtues? Or why is it that when we would do the misdeeds and non-virtues, we generally would do them either for Brahmins, or for the sake of bhikshus, for the sake of gods, for the sake of our guests, or for the sake of our parents, or for the sake of our queen, or he would do it for the sake of his court. But we should not. One should not do them for any of these different sakes, whether we do them for our own sake, or whether we do them for others' sake. The karma of these misdeeds will ripen, and when it ripens, we alone will experience it. And we might think, is there someone else, and we've done it for someone else, can we share the result with them? And no, we can't. You will experience the results of your misdeeds and non-virtues alone. So for that reason, you must refrain from misdeeds and non-virtues.
再来这个偈文呢，谈到的是说世间八法哦，我们也不要总是放在心上，而散乱在这样的世间八法当中，我们要放下他们。所以呢，因为如果世间八法你总是在乎着别人的称赞、别人的这个诋毁，那么你会升起许多的烦恼。因此呢，断除这些烦恼，或者说断除对于世间八法的这样子的放不下方法是什么？就是刚刚谈到的，你需要具备关键诸法实际状况的智慧，还有你必须持守戒律。当你具备智慧跟戒律的时候，你就能够断除对于世间八法的一些执着。那么八法指的是什么呢？就是第29个偈言里面谈到的：知是法者，得与失，乐忧美言与恶语，暂毁世间此八法，非我意境当平息。所以在这里首先谈到知是法者，也就是指这个国王，他对这个国王说啊，你是已经能够知道世间万法本质的这样的一个人了，因此你就不要再对于世间八法放在心上，不要将它放在心上，你应该平息它。所以这里的八法指的是第一个是得，再来是失哦，这是头一组。那么很多时候我们因为得到什么或失去什么，结果我们会心情受到了影响。或者快乐的时候，忧伤的时候，第二组乐忧，或者别人的美言，或者别人的恶语，或者是别人的赞叹，或者别人的诋毁等等，这样有世间的八法，我们常常会因为这八法而受到影响，升起许多的烦恼，内心也很痛苦。所以在这里我们要说，这世间八法非我意境当平息，我们试着平等以对，平息这样的世间八法。接下来第30个偈文呢，在说的是说，我们理应该要做到的是，心中不要带有这样对于世间八法的执着，但是很多时候我们还是会执着。如果执着的话，你就会造作恶业了。那么造作恶业的话，是对谁造作恶业？为了谁而造作恶业呢？这里提到，有的时候汝为沙门、婆罗门、师客、父母、王妃眷。有的时候你会说啊，我不是自己造恶，我是为了某个沙门或者某个婆罗门。或者天，这里的师是指天人天，或者是这些天神，或者客就是一些朋友，或者是父母或王妃或眷属。我会说我为了他们而造作了一些罪业。那么但是呢，我们也都不应该造作，因为原因在于，无论是你自造也好，为他人而造的时候，亦不应造诸恶业，因为地狱一熟它不分哦。因为任何这些果报都是自作自受的，他不会说哦，这是我为别人而做而造的恶业，那这个恶业你就不领受了，不会这个样子的。自作是自受的。
他得到第八没给我的，你把它帮过来，让个单的第八没给我是把样帮过来了，现在单的第八没给我是把样帮过来的，给的的龙头车过来，给的的龙头车过来，就是的，你搞搞了我让出个啥呢？让个第八没给我先那样，听这不的谈到让那个门都啊什么，听这不的马来巴拉天呢，你第八没给我。pompa la mo pa ta ichi te chom me pa ta tende se ge yo re te yena yo te ta ma re kare re se na dipa me ge wen de te long song yung ge yo re ta song ne ta da chi on don sun ju so ji pa te dikpe le nam che pa nga yo na te me lan sen ge me che chung Dipa Megewa se, so Jebaton, Mazimba Lembaton, Masomba Jebala Supa, Kansianayon, Taking Devo de Lanson, Tanda, Senja Jabayim, the Layungi, Marete, Yinayan, Naranchewe Tulapana, Sendala Sebe, Dipa, a legend Devo de Tandangus, and the Jurungi or Sone. That Dipa Megewa, the Nipper the Pangu or Tin Devo, the Nipper the Yungre, Sone.
So we must give up misdeeds and non-virtues. And whether we do them, whether it is for the sake of ourselves or for the sake of others, we must give them up. And so we need to practice giving up the 8 worldly dharmas. Now, we might think to ourselves, well, when we do misdeeds and non-virtues, we don't immediately see the results. So therefore, we might not take a lot of interest in giving up or believe in giving up misdeeds and non-virtues. But it is actually not that is actually not right. And the reason is that even though we do not experience the result immediately, it will be experienced. As described in verse 31, Although performing wrongs and evil deeds does not at once, like swords, create a gash, when death arrives, those evil acts will show, their karmic fruit will clearly be revealed. So when we perform a misdeed or non-virtue, when we kill or steal or commit sexual misconduct or lie or so forth, the result does not come immediately, like as when you're wounded by a weapon. Instead, it is something that will become apparent at the time of death. The karmic cause and result would become evident at the time of death, and so for that reason, we absolutely must give up misdeeds and non-virtues.
所以这里呢，提到这样的罪业，无论是你说我为了自己而做的，或者我说为了别人而做的，无论如何，要知道这些果报最终都会出现的。所以我们要对于善恶的取舍呢，要非常的谨慎跟小心。那但还是有人会说，但好像我造了这些罪业，但是我却没有感受到任何的果报呀，然后好像对于因果也并不是那么的相信。但是呢，下一个偈文就在告诉我们说，无论如何，这个罪业，这个一手果报，我们一定会要承受的。所以31个偈言就说，有者所造诸罪业，纵未即是如刀砍。就有的人会觉得说，我造了许多罪业，但是好像没有马上的感受到，就好像并不是马上我造了杀生、偷盗或者是邪淫的各种的罪业的时候，好像没有如刀砍到我一般的马上感受到呀。那第3、第4句说，但是果报还是一定会显现的。然死降临头上时，罪业之果必显现。也就是说，当你在面临死亡的时候，或者死亡的那个时候，各种你以前造的罪业的果报，它是一定会现前的。
他跌打不something就跑入的城堡了，这么特别精神的，农业嘛不用个有的了，农业的他真的样了的呢，农业用个不接动，农出去了的呢，农业用个不接动，这个的先农农界了的呢，农业用个把他真的有的了，先农农界了，农业用个帮不个做的什么，接着到农农界生根的了，用他把接动，用他把马英吧。ni yore la te no ne yong ta pa te kandere se na tene pop norden se ke je ye ba te ta ngaran so la pemba don den ba re pop norden de kandere se na andran sum ju so ni ba te don chultem tu don ton a don temi ngosa he don te ye don hira norden la pe la par tu be son he son de teni ta tempo per norden de ta ran la tambe chu don kenchu la tepa dan ichi chembo ye ba chai te yen do dipa mege wa pon be trum number ta pa don ni te yen do chu non je ne lu la tu pa yong ta pa se pa don som te ta bo drupa la ten ne rong no long je la so ba yin la jimba dan don ye te zom don yo ma se teni rang dipa mege wa se pa te la ngosa rongu ne ngosa he pa ta nga teni yengu ne teri ye pa ta yen je ta te nga rang jelong ngem ba te ta ba ji se na yen do kang ga sem teri re som be ga teri ye pa ton to teni te ta ba ne lu che ta wa yen do be hera te ta che tang gam pop nor den yo re la pop norden de ta rang la ten gu be nu bo yong ta ba je re ma to de main be junur se so yin phal ba tin so ten yong ta ba je me ba ten man chi ba ye te to ba on hi par je se te la gu ba chen bo yo ma re so yin sa re.
And so, in order to develop the paramita of jhana, we need to give up our distractions, and the distractions include the external distractions of the possessions of this life, the internal distractions of the 8 worldly dharmas, and also our food and possessions. And the method to give up the food and possessions is described in the next verse. Now, of course, there are our wealth and our possessions. There are 2 types of them. There's our true wealth and possessions and the fallacious wealth and possessions. The true wealth and possessions are what we call the 7 riches of the nobles, and these are described in the next verse, verse 32. Faith and ethics, learning, bounteousness, a flawless sense of shame and decency, and wisdom are the 7 riches the Buddha taught. No other common riches have no worth. So these 7 riches include, first of all, faith and longing in the 3 jewels. That is the first. The second is the discipline of giving up misdeeds and non-virtues. The third is the true learning in the nature of how things actually are. And once we have and then the fourth is that once we have completed that, then once we have gathered them, we give our wealth and possessions to others. The fifth is that we have a sense of shame from our own perspective when wanting about our misdeeds and non-virtues. The sixth is that we have a sense of modesty in terms of others about them. We think that others would be embarrassed to see us do them. And the seventh is the prajna of realizing the nature of all phenomena. So these are the 7 riches of the nobles which we need to have ourselves. And if we have them, they're the 7 riches the Buddha taught, and know that other common riches have no worth. There is no real need for them.
所以刚刚这几段呢，都在谈到禅定哦。我们会说，很多时候会说，为什么自己好像就是没有办法精进的禅修，或者说精进于禅定？它的原因最主要就是因为散乱了。所以刚刚谈到这里，我们谈到有几种散乱，一种是散乱于外境，你执着外在的一些东西，散乱于外境；再一种呢是刚刚谈到的执着于内心内在的一种叫世间八法。所以就是世间八法也会让我们散乱而无法禅定。再接着谈到接下来的偈言谈到的散乱的因呢，是许多的财物，那么包括衣食等等各种的财物。那谈到财物的时候，它其实分为2种，一种呢是净财清净的，第二种是不清净的。那所谓的净财呢，也叫做圣七财，殊胜的7种财物，这个对我们来讲是有用的，是要具备的。所以是哪7个呢？第32个偈言就谈到了。那么首先是要有信心，第一个财宝是信心，那它指的是对于三宝或者对于法教的一种信心。第二个财富呢是戒律，就是你具备戒律，你就具备了这样的财富，代表说你不造作各种的恶业。第3个财富呢是多闻，也就是你对于如实的佛法的内容，你多去听闻它。再一个财富呢是布施，当你对于佛法有一个正确的认识、听闻之后，你带着这样的理解，接着去做各种的布施，将你的财富供养给其他人的时候，这也是一种财富。那么再一个财富呢，是指知惭呢。那么知道惭愧，那这是对自己而言，我们常会说是自惭形秽，知道自己这样是对不起自己的。再一个财富呢，是有愧，愧的意思是愧对他人，就是你知道这么做了，你会对于他人，你对不起别人的，叫愧对他人，这也是一种财富。在最后一个第7个财富呢，叫做智慧，也就是认识万法真实本质的这样一个智慧。所以这里就谈前3句谈到就是这7个。再来第4句说知于财物50亿。当你了解知道，其实真正最殊胜的财富就是这圣7财，其余的财物的都没有一个真实的意义的。
다 대체는 노르초도 저와 대간데레세나 포페 노르단데레라 대마인 베세노 롱제 된돌라 구바동 펜토 가야 요 마레 대점도 요 마세 드니 대레종 노총하다 펜토 메바데 간데레세나 지당가 다단다 안동 성주 소송배 노네 덴바 Genbonji don dula tawa don lelo di petrola temba don chondon semojo ngeson tropa nyambaranjor wa te chupon se sunarela ta te cherna te none chelom memba tene kandere sena genbonji ba singte shodon tasala soba tsewa don che memon bon dubala temo tawa don ni che tene range le dong sa wa kan yin na yo te la zen du me be le lo jin dong som che tene range dik be tropo la temba dong ye che tene du dong namba jen do teni pen to me be teni razeve changda changla langje badon teni degendo semo mazimba lembadon suje badon teni degendo lopariyembe ge cherdon semo jowa ngesonwa semo jowa tenzo jeba ngemba sonwa inbe teni rang tsenda la yon drapa nyambar jorwa yenla Tartu layo dipa megewa sope jorun jorwa yinbe te tupo te pangu gare.
So the greatest wealth we can have is these 7 riches of the nobles. And other wealth than that has no purpose and no benefit. And what is even less useful and less beneficial than that are what are described in the next verse, the 33rd. Gambling, public spectacles and shows, and indolence, bad company, strong drink, and nightly prowls, these six will lead to lower realms and damage your good name, so give them up. So these are another type, these are other types of bad behavior that we must give up. The first of these, gambling, includes dicing cards and so forth. The second is public spectacles where many people gather to watch. The third is laziness, which is lacking diligence to perform virtuous actions. Fourth is bad company that encourages you to do wrong. And the fifth is alcoholic beverages that have no benefit and that intoxicate you. And the sixth is going on nightly prowls, whether to kill or to steal or to commit sexual misconduct or any such thing. In this lifetime, these will damage your good name, and ultimately they will lead to the lower realms, and so they must be given up.
所以在这里最殊胜的财富是什么？就像刚刚谈到的，就是殊胜的7种财富，这我们一定要记得的，要具备的这样的财富。那么也了解到说，相较起来，其他世间的这些财富真的一点用处都没有。而不仅是如此，接下来在一个祭文会谈到的是更加没有用的一些行为。那这里提到有6种行为是我们要断除的。第一个叫做赌博。那么第二个呢是看聚会，那这是指看一些无意义的聚会。再来呢是懒惰，再一个呢是依附恶劣的朋友，再一个呢是饮酒。那么饮酒这里也代表说你喝醉了，没有任何理由的不断的常常喝醉。再来一个呢是夜晚入村落，那这里的意思是说，有时候你晚上出去，你会去偷东西，或者是杀人，或者是邪淫等等，做一些不好的事情。那以上这样的6种行为呢，都会让你落入到恶道，而且呢断毁名誉，它会让你的名誉受到损失的。
他得接是先农龙接啦，朝鲜先辈年波啦，卡里登古个有的先呐，得登巴些巴得啦，得你卡里古个有的先呐，得年波得登巴的啦，得安当生就所以巴得，农更加农呢，出些巴，ram出老巴他们登北上。更多出现在出现呢，农民都从用当就把老些，他就先农农界同之间农人出的就把这干的那些呢，他让了内松这个都这种各个们都从被出现的也不就有个嘞，出现的也能出的就把嘞，出的就把人把送去中间的就送有啊嘞。主动能把讲的，他让内松这个都，上把这个出现的也呢。你得就是那龙界这种没那样，用到本就把东等把这热啦，第三呢出去的，你本身做把这个热啦，对啦，没那第几的开始用个热些呢，出去没那第八多么，这头都好了哇。得把穷呢，得到马老的，论穷呢，能够今年把得来穷东汉的你多些。tene tate ke chuhi de me na chuhi me ba la de ne be na ja ye na tong gu ba tong ye na che gu ba la so ba tene de ba chembo lang ne tene jrang la jo se no la so ba mambo je ye na ya te la dungar chembo yung yo re ti dungar de ba chong la chuhi ba ten zo la ti dungar de yo ma re la te me peke junsen yon perna lo tenzo la go daintang go nga la soba yore la te tabo yeba la tene go mo kase mambo yeba te la dungan yon te som yung yore se tate lo ge lo ju la tene depa chembo meje ba de chung chuhi go ba temba ina
Now, the antidote for attachment to food and wealth, what we need for that is described in the 34th verse. Of all great wealth, contentment is supreme, said he who taught and guided gods and men. So always be content. If you know this, yet have no wealth, true riches you'll have found. What is the greatest of all the different types of food or wealth that we could have? It is to know, I've had enough. This is enough. I have all I need. So we have that contentment of knowing this. This is the greatest of all wealth, the Buddha taught. And the reason is that if we are thinking to ourselves, I've got enough, I don't need any more, we have that contentment that no matter how little food or wealth we actually have, we have enough, and we have the greatest wealth. And so for that reason, we need such excellent contentment. Now the fault of not having this is described in the next verse, the 35th. Kind sir, to own a lot brings so much misery. There's no such grief for those with few desires. The more the Naga lords possess of heads, the more their headaches, the more they have of cares. And so if we don't have such contentments, we never have enough. If you have 10, you want 100. If you have 100, you want 1,000. There's never enough. And because of this, we have a lot of misery and suffering. Those who have few desires and much contentment have no such suffering. An example here is like the Nagas. Now Nagas sometimes have 7 heads or sometimes have 5 heads, and the more heads they have, then the more headaches and the more pain they can have. And so this is like a story of the Nagas, or from the histories of the Nagas.
那么如何要对治我们的这种贪心呢？对于这种财物的贪心，方法其实就是知足。所以第34个偈文就提到说，佛说一切财产中，知足乃为最殊胜，是故应当常知足，知足无财真富翁耳。那么其实知足的意思，也就是你随时有一念告诉自己说，这样就够了，这样就够了，不需要再多了。所以佛陀也常常告诉我们说，随时呢，我们心中都要带着这样一个念头说，这样就够了。如果你有这样知足的念头的话，就算你没有更多的财富，无财，那么你也是真正的富翁。那么如果没有这样的知足心，会怎么样呢？第35个偈文就提到了，智者呀，痛苦如财多，少欲之人非如是。所以如果你是一个智者的话，你必须要知道，痛苦是如财多的，意思是说，如果你的财富越多，甚至东西越多，其实你的痛苦也就越多。所以很多时候我们就是因为不知足，那么东西也越来越多，越买越多，有了100个之后还不够，要1000个，1000个不够之后要10000个。总之你会发现，财富东西越多，痛苦也就越多。所以说，痛苦如财多那么少欲之人非如是，也就是一个知足少欲的人，他就不会有这样的痛苦。那么接着举了一个龙族的这样的一个故事是说龙呢，它会有很多个头，5个头或7个头，所以会说，当它头的数目越多，它头痛的机会越多，它就更多的痛苦。所以说，一切龙王头数目所生痛苦如是多。
他得就是啦，龙界了乔巴邦古巴登巴的啦。龙界了乔巴邦的啦，同步让个青塔了乔巴邦的登巴的，青塔了乔巴邦的啦，见东原的你也登不弄呢，同步见就我们些那他等到空个当我送个有的，等七八人不on的东呢，等七八人不当，这样几百人不on的东呢，这里人用个青塔不没啦，这咱们这乔巴邦没办登不个吃的。tene angdang sunchu sodu pa de rongyin darandel hema tabo tong chinta nyeji jemo tabo tong chungu gowa chongkin tabo ye chungma sumbo tela number pong se tatike dage number tabo tong pembu number tabo tong tene tegendo kumen number tabo ye pa yen na tena pongu pa yen Tening also young top yenting don't temba country go Tening andron sun to so den pate, Simon tabur, jinting going ton, Zamo yen the Hinlamba baton, Ma yen pemberende don, Demo yen, Unjur going, Rachel lying, Corrose, Tenirang, Tsewa yaba, Chamba yaba, Pensan yaba, Tenirang, Lekan in Nayo, Dutubatabu, Yona, the Cheperton Papa in Bechana. Teta we chinta don lenje don ru to ron re te yina yo chinta la chapa ta pongu ge yo re so yin sen.
So the next section talks about giving up attachment to our enjoyments. And so among these, first it talks about giving up attachment to one's spouse. Now, spouses, there are their qualities, or their faults and their qualities. And so here, this text was written for a householder, and it was also a male householder. And so it talks about the different faults that one can have with a spouse. And so starts in verse 36. A murderess who sides with enemies, a queen who holds her husband in contempt, a thieving wife who steals the smallest thing. It's these three kinds of wife you must avoid. And so you need to avoid a wife who is either like an enemy, one who is like a boss, and one who is like a thief. And in terms of the qualities that you should look for, it should be, as in verse 37, a wife who like a sister follows you, affectionate like a true and loving friend, supportive like a mother, obedient like a maid. She must be honored like a family god. So you need, so your spouse should be someone who is loving, who is kind, who has a wish to help you, and who does what needs to be done. This is the sort of spouse that you should have. And so one can have a spouse such as this, but one must also give up attachment to the spouse.
接下来谈到的呢，是要断除对于各种的事物或者说资具东西的这样的一些执着散乱。所以首先提到的是要断除对于家庭的这样的一种执着而散乱。那么当然家庭这里，因为这个作者他的写的对象呢是这样一个国王，他是一个在家人，而且他是一个男众，所以在接下来谈到的主要是他的妻子从这个角度去写的。那当然谈到这个家庭妻子来讲，伴侣来讲，他也有不好的一种状况，还有好的状况，但无论如何都不要贪着。那么首先谈到的是一个不好的状况的伴侣的时候，这里提到说，性如连敌刽子手，亲临夫君如恶女，为财不放如盗匪，当弃此等三妇人。就是说，如果你的伴侣这个妇人、妻子或者先生，他是如同刽子手一般，或者如同这个恶人一般，或者如同盗匪一般的话，那这是你要断除他的，不要贪着他。那么再来是随顺自己如姐妹，情投意合若挚友，仁爱自己似慈母，听从如仆敬若神。那当然好的情况来讲，如果他是如同姐妹一般，如同挚友，如同慈母一般，你对他要相敬如宾那么要如同仆人一般敬他若神一般。但无论如何也不要太过于贪着。
다 롱제 la chapa pong ta ni ba de tene se la chapa pong den ba la tene se la chapa pong ba de andang sun chu soji ba kaze men don da wa riba yi de sho hedon me ba ten je de jo cher ma la nyen be cher ma la so cher ma la linen ba gi cher se ta kaze sa ka sa la garang gi che la sa ge yo re se na men don da wa tene rang zupo devo yon tang lu tambi chu drupu ke lu tin te yen dun chowe ke che do la sawa yin samba mato tene se la desha tong te yen da yin la nepe ke tap che on de se de he don la so be go ne se sawa ma yin para yon ta ba samba zombu go ne se la long che para sa gu ba yin la teacher na jacher ma la nyen be cher ma la Roni ziji dong denpa yunga ka cher dong, Roni zebo top dong denpa yunga ka cher dong, 대견도 힘을 내봐 잘터베게 쳐도 똑똑 된바 용야가 쳐도라 마인바 랑가 류데 대와르네네 담배 주일라 때네 랑긴 강가라 펜베 쳐도 사와이 sombe 그놈동 된베 롱제 고바 인바르 된바레.
Now, the second sort of enjoyment that we need to give up attachment to is attachment to food, as described in verse 38. Take food as medicine in the right amount, without attachment, without hatefulness. Don't eat for vanity, for pride or ego's sake. Eat only for your body's sustenance. And so, how should we think of the food that we eat? We should think of the food like medicine. We should think that it is in order to keep our body healthy, to sustain this and nourish this body that is necessary for accomplishing the Dharma. So we shouldn't eat out of desire, nor should we eat in order to be able to harm others out of a motivation of hatred. And so we need to eat properly with a kind heart. It's as it says, don't eat for vanity, for pride or ego's sake. So we shouldn't eat in order to make ourselves handsome, to make ourselves impressive, in order to gain strength so that we can harm others. Instead, we should eat only for a body sustenance. We should eat only to be able to bring benefit to ourselves and others, and with such a motivation.
再来呢，谈到的是断除我们对于事物的或者说资具的这样的一种执着。第二个部分谈的就是食物，我们有的时候会对于食物呢非常的执着，所以第38个祭文就谈到说，你要带着怎么样的观念来吃东西呢？那么你要把这些吃东西的时候，你要想这些食物都像是医药是一样的，或者当你在吃的时候，你要想说我是为了维持我的生命生存，所以而且为了我能够修持佛法、修持正法而吃这样一餐饭，或者吃这样的一个东西。所以不是因为贪心，也不是因为害他的心，你没有带着任何的烦恼而吃这样一个食物一餐饭的话，那这就是非常的好的。所以在这里，这种带着一个正确的动机跟善心而来吃东西是很重要的。所以就像这里说，了知饮食呢如良药无有贪嗔而享用。而且呢，非为骄恨体健朗，唯一为使生存。意思是说，你吃这些食物也不要带着说我是为了变得更加的健朗，不是的，你唯一的就是你生存下去可以活得很好，为的是你能够修持佛法，利益他人。
Tene te yendo tanda longje de sedo to churba de ni la choba pongo ba temba de la te yon ondong sun ju sogo ba rikpe doni nimbar ta do semo tenje teme dene na narse on devu me bar manjurwa train don dembe de do bardo no se ta rikpe doni de jalbo chembo cheje tene nimu sawa te ningkha nimu sawa tenzo rongyin la pembe sawa do semo la yon cha ngar gube tenje te don me la tene jitin ge sawa rongyin la pemba do gu na yon da rang tambe chunyong se lemba yin na yon da te ta bu gen de tu se de ro se ne tene ta ti bhar do la cha sam de la nyal ge yo la cha sam la nyal we kap sa la chasam na nyalwa te yon devu me par manjurwa sambe kulon yapo ton tempa ton suni hyoke ngabo ya langi yin samba ton tene rangi kanga la pemba dungi yin sambe kulon nambar tapa ton tempe ti parta la nyal ne kuku re ne kuna te ten ton tempa lun sobe ke chanda la ne kuku ke yo re son isa re.
Now, among the enjoyments that we must give up attachment to, there is giving up attachment to sleep. In verse 39, O knowledgeable one, recite all day, and in the first and last watch of the night, then in between these two, sleep mindfully, so that your slumbers are not spent in vain. And so, O knowledgeable ones means King Deje Sampo. So in the day, you should recite, that is, recite texts all day or do Dharma practice all day. And then in the night is divided into 5 watches. And so the first and the last watch you should spend doing Dharma practice or reciting texts. And if you do this, then in between, in the intermediate sessions, then watches of the night, then you go to bed and go to sleep. And if you do this, it will not be fruitless. You have a good motivation in your mind. You think to yourself, I'm going to get up early. If you have the motivation, I want to help myself and other beings, and then you go to bed and go to sleep, then this is meaningful. Because we do need to sleep in order to sustain our bodies.
那么在接下来谈到的一个是睡眠，那么它算是属于归类在于我们对于这种财务或者说资具里面的一个部分，它叫做睡眠哦。那我们对于这个睡眠呢，也不要过于贪执，而要能够适当。所以这里提到说，贤明的君主呀，你勤努力的度过了白昼。那么就是说，在你白天的时候呢，你很努力的自修也利他了，这是非常的好。那么到了晚上，你该怎么修持呢？晚上来讲，这里分为上夜、中夜跟下夜，分成了3个部分。所以第2句里面就提到上夜及下夜，还有的时候呢，可以也是要修持，无论是自修也好、课诵也好，或者利益他人也好，也都是可以的。但是睡的时候呢，就是在中夜的时候，你要具备正念而睡眠哦。那这里具备正念而睡眠的话，那么你就亦非徒无果，你就不会让这个睡眠变得毫无意义了，你会让它有意义的睡眠，带着正念而睡眠。这意思是什么呢？也就是你要睡之前，你就发一个愿说，好，我现在就是让身体好好休息一下，中夜的时候好好休息一下。那么明天早上要起来的时候，我要早早的起床，然后要利益他人，而且我好好的课诵，好好的修持。如果带着这样一个正念而睡眠的话呢，那么它会有结果的，是会非常好的。
他这个something就跑入的准备，每天别出，弄一个过的，他就先弄了，请他人咋着，拉手把拉脚把bom别个做的，等呢。他通别个做的，定眼震动，通别个小娃周个把点把的啦，定眼震动，通别小娃周个把点把的啦，按照一句把的，讲到年纪到动，高娃动，东娘到的用到工作的，我们一般嘛就是대단나 요， 从本级的대화讨论就是。다 총변내 바야 때 루베게 쳐들라 생진 동지 대화동 된데게 삼바 동한동 탄데게 니제 생진 동지 대지동 된발라 가와곰바 테니스니어린 초동메베 동형때 세민 넘바 이보때 두동 넘바 전도 용도바 곰버제 대답을 검발라 때네 펜토 가래 용기 요아레세나 랍도 정는 타투 근데보 조부송지 점된데지 공포때 고만이 para 뉴르레라 고만이 par마저 대단나요 타르투 데보데 대와 타도 마도 나요 총변지디 대와 토버는저로 되니 토리게네 총변네라 소발라 대와 토버는저로 대와 토네 렘진 타르투 근데보 토버는저로 와임 베처나 띵엔전제 tunsu semi yala tu number jando zanangu gare zone tembare.
And so that was the discussion of giving up the impediments to developing jhana, which are giving up attachment to the enjoyments of possessions. Possessions are spouses, food, sleep, and so forth. And following this, we now have come to the section of describing the harmonious conditions for samadhi that we need to develop. This is described in verse 40. Constantly and perfectly reflect on love, compassion, joy, and partiality. And you should, and should you not attain the higher state, at least you would find bliss in Brahma's realm. And so these are the 4 Brahma Viharas, the 4 abodes of Brahma. So these are the loving kindness, that is the wish that all sentient beings be happy. Compassion, that is the wish that they be free of suffering. Joy that takes delight in them being happy, and the impartiality towards those who are either close or distant, near or far. And so we must always and continually practice these 4 immeasurables. And if we do so, what is the benefit of them? In the best case, then we will achieve the state of Buddhahood. And even if we are unable to achieve that state, then at the very least we'll achieve the state of Brahma's abode. So we'll be reborn in the higher realms, such as Brahma's abode, and experience the happiness of those, and eventually then be able to attain the ultimate state. And so this is describing how we need to meditate upon the four immeasurables as a way to gather the favorable conditions for samadhi.
那么刚刚以上呢，谈到的是我们禅定的时候要断除的许多的这些逆缘，或者说违缘、逆缘要断除的。它包括了我们谈到说要断除对于财物的执着，对于家庭的、对于食物的，或者对于睡眠的这样的一种执着。那么接下来要谈到的是禅定的一些能够帮助你禅修禅定的一些顺缘要具备的是什么？首先谈到的是四无量心，就是慈悲喜舍四无量心是我们要具备的。第40个偈文说，恒常真实而修持慈悲喜舍四无量那么这里谈到就是慈心，就是想着一切众生能够具备快乐跟快乐的因，这就是慈心。悲心呢是希望一切众生远离痛苦跟苦的因。再来喜呢是众生得到快乐的时候你也欢喜。再来第4个呢是你平等的对待一切的众生，就是舍。那么当你如果具备了这样的四无量心的话，最好的情况是你能够成就正等正觉。那就算没有办法得到圆满的佛果正等正觉，亦得梵天无量乐所以说纵然未证正等觉，亦得梵天无量乐，你还是可以投身到梵天，指的就是善道天界当中最殊胜的梵天的这样的快乐。
他得接受了something经我也我是担保的了，我是担保告诉了这当个谈到something节我的请同盟都担保大不节来了，这样谈到按照一句一句把的这些高动带动东航到 number bomb something 也我冲动vessel 到动给接动这不接了弄到刚念头是谈的好那这边个高啊当Devatan, Dunghal Tenzo Rimji Pombe, something jetting in the year, Dogayoarella, something jetting in the year Dobala, then in Devocari Togayoresena, then Sombadon, Sonrig, Nature on the Seba, something tombuting in Zendon, Vessel La Soba, something impeting in Zendon, Geji La Soba, something sumpeting in Zendon, Deviche La, something yebeting in Zende. Tēnā gāmbā lā tēnē lā tēnzū gā gōmpōng tōpara chīhēn zē jē sē tā tē tēnō tōmō gā ōng tē sē tē tēmbā rē.
Next is the description of the actual Gianna meditation. And to teach this, it teaches the essence of the Gianna's meditations in common. This is taught in verse 41. The four samadhis, or the four jhanas, which in turn discard, and then here it says pursuit of pleasure. It should read desire, desire, consideration, joy, bliss, and pain will lead to fortune equal to the gods in Brahma, light, great virtue, or great fruit. And so these are the four jhanas that if we practice them will allow us to achieve happiness and give up suffering. So they're the four samadhis of the jhanas. And the results of these is that we will achieve if we practice the first jhana, we'll achieve the result of Brahma's abode or the great Brahma and so forth. If we practice the second, then we'll achieve the result of the level of great light. If we practice the third, we'll achieve the level of great virtue. And if we practice the fourth, we'll achieve the level of the great result. So these are the results that come by meditating upon the jhanas, and they're all taught together in common.
那么接下来一个偈言谈到的就是禅定的主要的内容。那么这里谈到的禅定，这个偈文说的这种定呢，它是可以说是外道或者是佛教都共同会谈到的一种禅定的内容所以说以断欲行、喜乐苦、 4种禅定次第身，梵天、光明、遍净天、广果天之4天界哦。换句话说，这里透过了次第的禅定的修持，你断除了欲行、喜、乐还有苦等等，那么你就能够成就次第的成就4种禅定，或者说得证到4禅天的这样的果位。那次第来讲，第一个是梵天的果位、光明天的果位、遍净天的果位，再来是广果天的果位等等。那这里谈到的这种4种禅定呢，是共于内道跟外道的，都有的。
Tene ta tandang aran so gom jabga la something je dingen zen gom bega sa lam de tabu something tambo to ni ba to sumba to yebe dingen zen gom ge war be na mare ta tandang aran so ho doje te pe lo dong tembe dingen zen gom ge war la te la gom bega tap te ta che tang ge mengo ta ba che sum tu te la tene lu jen du tong tong san je yata de namba ni ge go ne gom jabba ge chul de ten nang ge yo re te tan tan na he ting ge nang ngu su song yo ma re la lu jen du tong ge on de sen na lu something je chu dan song no ge chu dan song ge yo re la no ge chu dan de ta tang bo gom ba ji chung ja se tene gomba rab da chong na doji chechong jawa tang te taba majung na gomba senpe chechong tang jalbo robe ta la sopa kare che na yung te taba ga gomdeng ga ten la de ne tangbo gomba che ta nipa te lakpa te kal che ge yo re la kare re se na lakpa te ngaran so leka lezi lakchan rabo che re ten number 2 yo ge jin se ge yo re la ten number 2 yo ge jin me ji be che la la pa nyam yo se ta gom ting en zen na chen kin cho ge thilu mandra wa na ne kha hi ge pu mu ten do la pa san nang ge so jan se pa ta kha hi pong kha la pa ni nyam yo se pa la so be go ne la pa nyam yo se de ye pa char yem ba ne ta ten de mai pa ye pa tong yem ba ni ka nyam do se na san ne pe ge ta lan ro wa yim be chen na la pa nyam yo tene galsik sangwa sung ge yo re la galsik te ta ngaran so lu je chu hin da bo je lan ro ge yo re lu je chu hin de tang bo sang na lu zhong na za zhang se lu de tang bo jong na rang ge lu je nong de ye pe za ten so tang bo ro ge yo ba jai dang za zhang na long zhang se za zhang na long ten so tang bo jo lan ro ge yo re long zhong na sam zhang se tene long de tang bo jo yin na sam ten yo ten bo dang tang bo ro bo jin ro yin pe chen na gal sik sang de yo.
Now here, as the method for meditation, it is mentioning the first, second, third, and fourth jhana meditations. But do we actually practice these in the secret mantra Vajrayana? We don't. We do use the meditation techniques of the secret mantra Vajrayana. And the methods, as described in the oral instructions, include the 2 parts, the posture and the points for resting the mind. And these are not actually taught in the letter to the friend. However, we do teach about them, and we describe the posture in terms of the 7-point posture of Petrochina. And so this, the first of the 7 points of the 7-pointed posture of Petrochina is that we sit with our legs crossed. So the best is to sit in the full Vajra posture, or if not, then we sit in the posture of a sattva, or in the regal posture of enjoyment. So we're sitting on a cushion comfortably. So that is the first point, how we sit and what we do with our legs. The second point is about our hands. And so our hands are important because they're like the tools with which we do everything, do all our work. And so because of this, they can function as a condition to make thoughts, many thoughts happen. So we place our hands in equipoise. What this means is that we place them equally. Now there are many different traditions of meditation. In some traditions, you put rest your hands on knees in the posture of touching the earth. Sometimes you place them on your lap in the posture of equipoise. But what we mean here by equipoise is it's not like you're raising one hand and have one hand high and the other hand low. They need to be on an equal level. And this is another method to help our mind stay. The third point of posture is to have a straight spine. Because if our spine is straight, then as it is said, if the body is straight, then the channels are straight. So if the body is straight, the channels and meridians inside the body will also be straight. And if the channels are straight, then the winds will be straight. So if the meridians are straight, then the energy that moves through the body will also be straight. And if the winds are straight, then the mind will be straight. The mind will also be stable, and so forth. And so that is the third of the points, though, keeping the spine straight.
所以这里刚刚纪文谈到的禅定的方法呢，并不是我们在密乘里面所教导的。那么密乘的禅定的方法主要是谈到有2个部分，一个是身体的坐姿，再一个呢就是心安住心的一个要点。那分为这2个身跟心2个部分。然而这个部分呢，在这个论点当中并没有提到，这里附带的讲一下。首先禅修的时候呢，身体的要点是很重要的，我们一般会说叫做禅定的7种坐姿，或者说毗卢遮那的7种坐姿。那是哪7个呢？第一个是有关你的腿部。腿的部分呢，最好的是能够双盘，但如果没有双盘没有关系，你也可以单盘或者是散盘，也都是可以的。那么再来第2个部分是手的部分。那手是很重要的，因为手可以说是我们的做很多事情的一个工具。那你会发现有的时候因为你的手动来动去，你也可能会变得升起很多的念头，很散乱。所以在禅修的时候呢，会试着让你的手呢是平放着的。那么这里就有不同的教授方法，有的会说双手呢是平放在你的2个膝盖之上，然后呢指尖是朝下，就像是触地印是一样的。或者说呢2个手合着放着是定印，然后是放在你的2腿之间。那么总之在这里定印的意思就是它不会一个高一个低，它是平等的。那么在第3个要点呢，是你的背部，你的脊椎要直。因为一个口诀提到说，当你的脊椎直的时候，你身体里面的脉就会直，脉直了之后呢，气就会顺，气顺了之后，你的心就比较容易定，也容易正。
Tending kiba te pumba re la, pumba jang sungiyo re la, pumba jang ba te la, cherdo, ta luchi tsuk chao ka so la, salon chungku la so pa ka so la, pumba jang tang tang, tu jendo hine la so pa gomba ka so la, pumba jong tong te kakayo re la, ngaran su hine la so pa gomba ka so la, kande gugiyo re se na, teni tanda ngaran su njalo ka so la, sonji tsepa me chiko tong, gambo epa me chiko la so pa nyam yon se ne yu yo re la, tenon je pumba jang te yu yo re la, te tar to nyam par yo ne yu pa che tang, teni ta te je so la, nrimba re la, nrimba chak chutar ko se sunga yo re, nrimba te rang yin ke ngu de pa yin pe cher na, te su yo ke kare se yo pa te yin to ne ne, nrimba chak chutar ko, teni che ya ken la jar sunga yo re la, che ya ken la jar gu pe jun sin te, ha chang ke chenpo yo ma re te, yin na yo che ya ken la ma jar na, chima mombo yo, teni chima mai na che par hiro yo ma re te, yin na yo sen ne pa la par tu che ge yo re la te, chima mombo ma yo we che tu la, che ya ken la jar.
The fourth point is having broad shoulders. Now, there are different ways to sit in different postures, different ways to have the broad shoulders. There is one way to do this in terms of the true core exercises of the 6 yogas, and then there's the way we do it in shamatha meditation, and these two are different. In shamatha meditation, having broad shoulders means that we're sitting like Amitayus or Amitabha with naturally broad shoulders. So that is the way that we should sit. So this is the point about having broad shoulders. The next point is that you tuck your chin slightly. So your chin should be tucked like a hook, as it is said. So this basically means that as you're naturally we have a little bit of a tuck to the chin. You should just let it sit, let it be normal. The 6th point is that your tongue should touch the upper palate. Now you might think this is not so important. But when we meditate, you get a lot of you might get a lot of saliva, and then if you have a lot of saliva, it's might not be a problem. But if you start thinking about it, it does become a problem. And so, in order to mitigate this, you touch your tongue to the upper palate.
再来7个要点当中的第4个呢，是你的肩膀啊，要打开你的肩膀，不要弯腰，不要驼背啊，是你的这个肩膀要开阔，不要驼背的意思。那当然，在这个部分的解释呢，也有分为2种，一种是当你在修这个叫做气功，就是纳洛六法气功的时候的所谓的肩膀开阔，跟当你在做止的禅修的时候的肩膀开阔是有些不同的。那么总而言之，我们现在在做这样子止的禅修的时候的这里肩膀开阔，意思就是就像是你看到的佛像啊，像长寿佛啊、阿弥陀佛的样子，他们都没有弯腰驼背的，他的肩膀呢是开阔着的。再一个要点呢是你的下巴，你的下巴呢不要太提起来，而是要稍微的微收你的下巴。那么就感觉好像你的轻轻的把下巴放在你的脖子上，这样自然就好了。再一个要点呢是你的舌头要顶着上颚哦。那这个有的人会觉得好像没那么重要，也的确，但是呢，很多时候你舌头没有顶着上颚的话，你会发现口水变得非常的多。那你口水一多，有的时候你就会想一直吞口水，有的人就会觉得这样你心无法专注哦。所以舌顶上颚就能够避免这样的问题。
Tene ta tengen do luce ne dan non che ci tengen non dambate megne de la megne de calcewa yo re carere sena mete ta pen devanda vojere la meger tene zunda mandan ton tene te la chapa ton hemba yo che yang ka la tepa ton mugo yo che ta non to mandawa mambo yungu yo re la te manyo che do la san hiwar ne pe che do la dorji jinji tekarta se tekala tane tinin teyan tanda meke yodong la chitanga onda sena nyintungu ben turdo ta tini mutik chombe jendo ta dorji jinji tekarta samne tini nyintu la soba namje namdo mambo chogare nyamomba jegare samne tekarta wa mayimba turdo tane tene rang sem te sung yo re la te yendo muti somba la soba namje kande sita ge yo re sena tene ngarang ge tanji tin sepu ge yedom je la kain ba te nongka la yo re te la tepa to mugu chi ne te la sorwa ta go ge re son chindo tane sorwa ta ge yo re la tene ngarang so namba sanje pe tingen zen chebar jingam be ga so la dorji jinje tekarta se tekala meyo wa tene san no do tene make number hipe ge zung thong ge ji so mandong wa te la ripate ne nyambar yo pa te ta te ta lu chen du tong de no no ge chu dan dong den be go ne yu ge yo re.
Seventh point of our bodily posture is the eyes, and this is an important point. And it's the reason it is important is that our eyes are like our drivers. When we see a form, then we might feel attachment or greed for it. We might feel faith and devotion for it. There are all sorts of thoughts that can occur from it. And so in order that this doesn't happen, we, as it is said, we gaze straight ahead with Vajra eyes. So you gaze straight ahead. So as it is said, the Shravakas look down to look downwards towards cessation. Non-Buddhists look upwards to Brahma. The Vajra eyes gaze straight ahead. So the listeners and the listener disciples, Shravaka disciples, are afraid of having too many thoughts or affliction arise. And so instead of looking straight ahead, they look downwards in order to be able to protect their minds. Non-Buddhists think that there is a world, the creator of the world, a God who lives in the sky, and in order to have faith and devotion and pray to him, they look upwards. But for the superior Buddhist samadhi, then the Vajra eyes gaze straight ahead. So we look straight ahead without the eyes moving. And when we see forms with our eye consciousness, the mind does not follow them. So this is the 7th point of the 7 points of posture of Petrochina. And so this is the posture that we sit in when we do meditation.
再来呢，谈到的第7个要点是很重要的，是我们的眼睛哦。那么为什么眼睛这么重要？因为它就像是这个驾驶是一样的，那它会带领着我们的心。所以眼睛会看到，譬如说看到一个东西的时候，有的时候我们就跟着起了许多的念头，譬如说贪心或者是执着的心，或者看到一个好的对境的时候，你也可能升起信心。但无论如何，眼睛常常就像是这样一个驾驶一样，带着我们的心在跑。所以眼睛的看的方式就有分许多种。那一种说法是说，二乘的行者呢是向下看的，那他的禅修的时候眼睛是朝下的。这样的原因是因为二乘的声闻缘觉的这种小乘二乘的行者呢，他们害怕念头的升起，所以他们往下看而守护他们的心。那么再一个说法是，外道的视线是向上看。外道这里指的譬如说像修持大梵天梵天的这样的修行者，他们为什么眼睛要朝上面看呢？禅修的时候是因为他们觉得梵天是造物主，他就是在天上，所以为了要向大梵天祈请升起信心，所以他们的眼睛呢是往上看的。那么你会问说，我们这样一个金刚乘的修行者，我们的禅修的时候眼睛要怎么看呢？我们金刚乘的说法是眼睛要直视前方的。换句话说，你就张开你的眼睛，然后直视着前方，你不跟随着你眼睛所看到的任何事物升起念头，不跟随这些东西去走，而就是直视前方。那这就是眼睛的要点，是非常重要的。以上谈到的就是在密乘里面，金刚乘谈到禅修里面的第一个，身体的坐姿要具备这7个要点。
다 대답을 루진두동래라 다 루진두동 때라 때네 생제 요사데 땡그래 샘데 야보 요고게 요래라 샘데라 농동만보 샤게 요래 농동만보 샤는 노임만보 로게 요래 노임만보 문로베체들라 생제 요사데 땡그래라 생제 요사데 땡베가서라 답 대외 온도 땅네 드닌 대페지 메지 마음 반다이 머서 다다르제 히발라 템바동 히잉게 사라세네 쫑세 다테 히네가 곰다공온데세나 드닌 데바 당하라 로다와 흠마가 갑라 덴덴덴데 쫑송송베 로준다보다 드닌 마옴발란 덴덴덴데 세주잉 송베겐 차리겐다보 마임바 데발라용 머som 마옴발라용 머som 다다베 옌 퉁퉁 데라 드네 랑게 샘 데라 다보 야보 잡네 냠버리가 데베지 메지 마옴 반다이 마서 다다르지 히발라 테카르다네 다랑게 넘버 히바데 농동만다와 맘보제게 요레 데인나요 데ing오라다네 데라 템바단 히긴세게 제게 센중 넘버 2 요레라 템바세나 나랑근덴다 오제 제게 somebody 메지베 템바제다 롱드르제네 메지베 템바제다 히긴세나 다 데타르도 나랑게 제게요 손 하고 임바고나 냠버리가 바이나 드니 디게 센데 네차테 니에버는저와 임베잖아 드니 루진 두동 데타보동 템베고네 센지가다 데타부고네 요네 템바단 히긴이지 자라신데 야보 송나 드니 옌 퉁퉁 인나얀다 옌 림보 인나얀다 림지센라 네체 니에버는저와 임베잖아 데타부 곰탈라테네 고난게 요레
And so sitting in that physical posture, then we need to practice meditation. And the method for resting the mind is necessary because we have a lot of thoughts that occur in our mind. When these thoughts occur, then we get distracted. And so in order not to get distracted, we have the methods for resting the mind. And in order to speak about them in an easy way, these mean do not chase after the past, do not anticipate the future, rest in the present mind, posting these centuries of mindfulness and awareness. And so the past might be yesterday, the day before, a few minutes ago, any time in the past. The future means don't make plans for what we're going to do at some point in the future. So we should not think about the past, we do not think about the future. Instead, there is the short period of the present in which we rest our mind. So don't chase after the past. Don't anticipate the future. Rest in the present, looking directly at its essence. So whatever the various thoughts might arise, but whatever arises, look at the essence and use the 2 centuries of mindfulness and awareness. Mindfulness and awareness are 2 mental factors. Mindfulness means the thought, this is what I'm going to do. I am not going to follow thoughts. I am practicing meditation. It's this quality of the mind. And and awareness means knowing I am doing this in my mind. And so these are the 2 factors that we need. If we have these 2 factors, then we will develop the resting aspect of the mind. So with sitting in the physical posture described, we then practice these methods of resting, and we post these centuries of mindfulness and awareness. And then whether we sit in meditation for a short time or for a long time, eventually we'll develop the ability to rest and develop stability. And so that is the method of meditation.
所以在身体的要点把握住之后呢，接下来是安住你的心的方法。那么安住自己的心呢是非常重要的，因为你会发现，如果不注意它的话，很多时候念头升起了，念头升起了也不注意的话，慢慢就更多念头，接着你就散乱了。所以最简单的一个安住心的方法是什么呢？这里有一句话，也就是说，不去想着过去，也不去迎接或者说计划未来，而就是安住，保持正念跟觉知的安住在当下这样一个心。那就是这样一段话，也就是当你在做这样的一个禅修的时候，那么你试着不要去想过去的任何事情，过去指的可能是几分钟前、昨天或者更久之前，过去这些都不去想。那么你也不刻意的去计划未来要做什么，都没有，你就安住在当下这么刹那短暂的每一刻升起的心事上，每一刻的心事上，那么好好的带着正念跟觉知直观你的心，安住在当下的这样一个心性之上。当然你会发现，还是有许多的念头升起，没有关系。念头升起的时候，你也看着这个念头，它也是你的心，看着它的本质，带着正念跟觉知，看着它的本质就可以了。所以这里会一直提到有2个词一个叫正念，一个叫觉知，这是2种心所或者说2种心理的一种状态。第一个叫做正念，禅修的时候要把握住正念，意思是说你知道自己要做的是什么，包括该做什么不该做什么，你一直记着的，这叫做正念。再来，什么叫觉知呢？就是你现在正在做什么，你很清楚自己的每一个阶段，这就叫做觉知。所以当你带着正念跟觉知这2个像是很好的工具一般的，然后你就安心的做这样一个禅修，当然保持着身体刚刚谈到的7个要点，然后再安住在心的这样一个本质当中。你会发现一段时间之后，慢慢逐步的这样练习，你的心就能够安静下来。
他这个something就定人在的，单单阿拉做我说像你能明白个，做的去把它啦。他这大部定人在都something的讲呢，这几几啥话啦，卡的过个有的些呢，他给的弄到的也不能过个有的啦。Gedi Londra de Sebe Churde, Tembe Serdo, Tene Tanda Andra Yichi Heni Bade, Tapar Number Hendo, Nimbo Me, Yente to de Yele Junle, Gedon Mage, Nanga Chimbo de, Teve Giva Jella, Zembra Jess, Sonarella. Ta gewa ina yung rong, me gewa ina yung rong, tene top chewa te, gewa top chewa te, drugu ge yoba che tang, dipa me gewa top chewa te, pangu ge yoba tempe ge che tola, tombo top chenpo te kande yinba, kande shene yung ge yoba te, sunwa re la, ta te lan senyi nomba nga ge go ne temba re, tene gewa tang me gewa kan ina yung, tu tapar seba te, tene top chenpo yung ge yoba tang, chay, tene rang senje, kung go on de sena, te la hencho chenpo yoba, ngambar henpa tang, ni, Tene te ta yapo chung ma song song beke nyembo ye na te top chimbo te top chung dong dong yo re te tabu nyembo me ba te som tene te yendo yen ten je hen dipa mge wa yen na yo rong ge wa yen na yo rong te so beke yul de yen ten je hen tene loban dong ge wi hin la so ba ta bo dong zo den zo dong den ba se song yin sa re la zo dong den ba sum ba de kan de re se na pen do be hen rang pa ma dong nyen de la so ba ta te yen do tene tanda tene dung hal je hen ul gin pom ba la so ba nam te ta bu ge yul nga le so ye le so le de ge dong me ge wa nga wo de te ta bu te ni dong den be ge wa nga de so na chen bon ro ge te ta bu go ne te ni nga dong den be ge me ge wa de so na me ge wa de chen bon ro ge te no ne te ne ge wa chen bo de la zhen gu ge yo re so ni sa re.
And so here, that taught the actual practice of Gianna meditation, the way that taught the practice of Gianna meditation, and also what we actually put into practice now. And so once we have developed the samadhi meditation, we need to do what the continuation or the follow-through on that, and that follow-through is the practice of practicing good and giving up the bad. And in order to teach this, this is taught in the 42nd verse. Great good and evil deeds are of 5 kinds, determined by their constancy, their zeal, their lack of counteragent, their perfect fields. So strive in this respect to practice good. So whether an act is virtuous or unvirtuous, what determines whether it is strong or whether it is, they can be strong. So if we do virtuous deeds, they can be strong. If we do unvirtuous deeds, they can be strong. And what determines whether they're strong are the 5 different characteristics. So whether they are virtuous or whether they're unvirtuous, if we do them always, so that is the first concept, doing constantly. If we do them constantly, then they are strong. That is the first. The second is that we have it's translated here as zeal. It means like the fixation. Actually, it's like the fixation. So if you're really attached to it or fixated on it, then it becomes very strong. Attached or fixated in your mental motivation. That is the second. The third is that there are counteragents or actually antidotes for these. And this is the antidote is thinking, oh, that wasn't good. So if there is no antidote or counteragent for it, then it becomes stronger. So that is the third. The fourth and the fifth are the fields. Here it says the perfect fields. There are 2 different types of fields that are meant here. The field refers to the recipients of the action. So one is the field of qualities. These would be our masters or spiritual friends. So that is the first field, and the second field is and it also includes the perfect fields. Also includes the field of benefit, which includes our parents and our family. And then the fifth characteristic is the field of suffering, or the field of suffering, which means the recipients are impoverished and deprived. So of these 5 characteristics, if the misdeed or the non-virtue has them, then it becomes a strong. So we can therefore have strong virtues or if an virtuous act has these 5 characteristics, it also becomes strong. And so among them, we need to strive to or be diligent about having great virtues.
那么在接下来，刚刚以上都谈到了是禅修或者说禅定的一个修持。那么接着呢，我们会问说，那其他时候呢，就是厚德的生活当中，我们该做的修持是什么呢？最主要就是要好好的止恶行善，要知道什么该做，什么不该做，对于善恶要很好的取舍哦。所以这里提到说，恒贪不惧对治法，功德主田之士身等等。那在这里很清楚就告诉我们，无论是善或者是恶， 我们要具备的是善，要断除的是恶。但我们首先要知道说，什么情况之下会让这个善变得很有力量。相同的，如果具备了一些条件，也会让这个恶变得非常有力量。是什么条件使得我们的善恶变得这么有力量呢？这里提到有5种条件。第一个就是恒常的条件，就是如果一件事情你是一直持续的去做的时候，你会发现它是有力量的，无论善或恶。再来第二个让它有力量的是你的心念，你的心念如果非常的专注，非常的渴求，这里形容叫做贪，你非常的想要的时候，无论是善跟恶，它都会变得很有力量。再来第3个是不具对治法，就换句话说，中间你没有任何相反的对治的消除它的事情的发生的话，它这个力量也会持续着，所以说叫不具对治法。再一个让它有力量的是对境，那么这个对境里面分为2种所以就在了后面2种有力量。第一个就是功德境，它指的是上师或者是善知识，如果你对于上师或善知识做了善的时候，它的力量会很大，那么你如果造了恶的话，这个恶业也会很大的。那再来第2个对境呢，它是指福田境，福田境是指你的父母或者说是这些贫穷的人，所以如果你对于父母或贫穷的人做了好事的话，它就是你积聚福德的福德境。但如果你对他是造了不好的恶业的时候，它也会造成很不好的情况所以以上就是这里所提到的恒跟贪，还有不具对治法。再来功德主田，这里指的就刚刚谈到的2种等等，依靠这样子的基础，这样的事而发生的产生的善恶，它的力量是很重的。故当精勤行大善，这样清楚之后，你就知道说平常要做的呢是要大的善，有力量的善是要去行持的。
다 대답은 세니 넘버 나에 놓네 공롱동 템바테 개와yen 나용 톱 쳔본로 와도 미개와yen 나용 톱 쳔본로 와인 베체나 롱게 나란소 로다 렘베가솔라 간데 고게레세나 다티 냠스 렘베게 촐데 안 예지케선 바데 렌사 상게 론 촌네 뉴무게 로주르제제 공gel로면 따라 대긴 디벨레네 중무용 게웨자와 용란 쳔브란제 제송아레라 Tene tate yang perna lensa songa ca songa ke cho de jurgu na cho nyung je yin na ro de jur thu de la cho kong ge long da bo je yin na de lensa songa je la ta na de la ro kan yang jong thu yo ma re la de yin dong ara so ga re gu ge yo re se na dipa de chung la jurgu ge yo re gewe tsawa te top chenpo la jurgu ge yo re la teacher na gewe tsawa top chenpo don temba che loan len tar na dipa me gewa te top chung chung la jur thu ge yo re la te ta la temba te kal che ge re.
Now, with these 5 characteristics, you only need if you have any one of them, then the act, whether it is a virtuous act or a non-virtuous act, becomes powerful. And so in practice, the way we actually practice this is described in the 43rd verse. A pinch of salt can give its salty taste to a little water, but not to the Ganges stream. So know that likewise minor evil deeds can never change a mighty source of good. So the analogy is of a bit of salt. If you want to actually affect the flavor of water, if you put a pinch of salt in a small amount of water, it will change the flavor. But if you put a pinch of salt into a great river like the Ganges, then it's not going to have any effect on the river. And so likewise, if we have very few and very small misdeeds, and we have powerful virtues, then because the virtues are powerful, then the virtues will remain powerful. And so we should, it is important for us to strive at methods to make sure that we have very small misdeeds and non-virtues.
所以刚刚上一个偈言谈到的呢，这样的5种情况，如果具备的话，你会发现无论是善跟恶，它都会力量很大。甚至你会发现5种条件当中，只要具备1个，它可能就会让你的善跟恶的力量变得很大那接着，那平时的时候，你应该专注在什么上面呢？那么你应该专注在大的善的力量上这是我们要专注在其上的。因为呢，就像这里说的，数两言转少水位，非能改变恒河水。 就说如果是1、2勺的盐呢，它可能可以让1小杯水的味道改变，但是它没有办法使恒河的水的力量、水的味道改变成咸味，是没有办法的。这个意思是说，如果你具备很大的善，就像是恒河的水一般的时候，这时候很多小小的罪业，就像是少的盐，它也无法摧毁或者影响到你大的善。所以如是当知微小罪无法摧毁大善根，是这个意思。
다 대답은 냠린노 가서 라가가라 띵년전제 드바데 용기요래라 대칸데제 방구기요래세나 다 띵년전제 쟁아 가가라 용기요래 간데 용기요래세나 안게지 계게바데 거동 제동 내선 무바동 니동 대란던동 태섬데 드방아본도 게웨노르 trupe chongkin laban chembarnze tini kapkala tingyenzen gom something je tingyenzen gom be kasala sanla gapate nongto mombon troa chetan kapkala jepate ngarje la ta ti sangten den jepate de yongge yore tedan tini dejen de yin la nepa chande ga lo da trupa chande ga lo la so be nesen yongge yore teni kapkala san kham ma dong be mupa ta te mupa te yon cheru sonne ni ro ta de yongge yore teni dejen den dayan lan damba te de be yen den la choyin chimbo che ba ta teni tingen zen dong ge ge chu la te sam che ba te driba nga te do yongge re la te do ge nor trupa chongkin da bo je re la te yapo je he ne pang nang gu ge re sonne 다 대라 간들 지당가 단다 나가 책이요 말에데 인나요 드방아보 순데 드방아데 간디지세게요 아레잖아 거바동 제바니 보데 농도 라바인 베잖아 제드지 무바동 녜녜데 농도 히와 다 된다 마살로베 차인 베잖아 데니 제드지네 데니지나 근제니 내생가 니바 무니니가 숨바 델란담바게 예바 태섬데 나바에 테 드바가테 랑게 게웨자원 투바동 띵엔데나 파티시베게 드바인 베체나 테pon와라 짱고바예 소원이잖아요.
Now, sometimes when we're doing our practice, we have faults that appear in meditation. So how do we eliminate these faults? Well, there are 5 different faults that can occur, as described in verse 44. Wildness and remorse and hateful thoughts and dullness, somnolence and yearning lust and doubt are hindrances. Please know these 5 are thieves that steal the gem of virtuous deeds. And so sometimes when we're practicing meditation, our mind gets really agitated. So when it's agitated, we have many different thoughts. So that's the first, agitation. Next is when we have remorse. We think remorsefully about things we've done in the past. And then it's malice, called hateful thoughts here. It's malice. It's thinking, wanting to harm others or wanting to be combative with others. That's the thought of malice. And then another is when we have dullness, which is when our minds get very dull. And when that dullness gets stronger, then it turns into sleep. And then there's yearning lust, or you could say pleasure seeking. It is like fixation on sensory pleasures. And the 5th is doubt in samadhi and in virtue. So these are like thieves that steal the gem of virtuous deeds, and so we need to know them well and eliminate them. Now here in the text it says there are 5, but actually there are more than 5 here. So how is it that we can count these as 5? Well, the first 2, the agitation and regret, are both coarse thoughts, so they are counted together as 1. And then dullness and sleep, because they are similar and being an unclear aspect of mind, are also counted together as 1. So in this way we have agitation and remorse. That's the first. The second is hateful thoughts. The third is dullness and sleep. The 4th is pleasure seeking, and the 5th is doubt. And so these are the 5 hindrances that are stains of our meditation that prevent us from accomplishing virtue, and so we need to make efforts to eliminate them.
接着一个祭文呢，谈到的是禅定的时候会有5种过患、5种问题，我们要消除的。所以第44个祭文里面谈到第一个呢，这里有谈到调举，调举呢就是升起很多很多的念头。那么再来第二个呢是后悔，你可能后悔我为什么要禅修等等。再来第3个谈到的叫做害心，也就是会伤害别人的心。再来第4个呢谈到了昏沉昏沉再强烈一点呢，第5个就是睡眠了。那么再来第6个谈到的是贪欲那么再来第7个谈到的是怀疑，怀疑的意思是说禅修到底有什么利益呢？你可能会有一些怀疑产生。当知此等5种障，乃夺善财之道匪所以但经文里面这里提到说是5种障碍，但刚刚算起来是有7种所以因此它的5种是怎么个算法呢？他把第一个调举还有后悔这2者呢，因为它比较类似，或者说它的都属于比较粗的层次的一种心态，所以呢调举跟后悔是放在一起的，算一个。再来刚刚谈到的昏沉跟睡眠这2者也类似，所以把它算成是1个，所以这样子的话呢就变成是5个。所以当知此等5种障呢，它是障碍我们夺善财，意思是指障碍我们修持禅定的这样子的障碍，或者说道匪。
다 되게 바로도 쯤바 저거 놓네. 삼대지 바로도 쯤바데 주바래. 되네 산이 시라지 바로도 쯤바네. 쇼게나 도공테 좀 쇼나. 장주덤바 쇼긴 카히지 오사렐라 텔라. 장주덤바데 푸나 송송.
So among the 6 paramitas, this completes the Gianna paramita. So tomorrow I will speak about the Prajna paramita. This is enough for this afternoon. Now there are a few people who would like to take the refuge vow, so they may please come to the front.
那么今天呢就讲完了6度当中的禅定的部分，那明天会讲智慧度。那么接下来有些朋友要发言要皈依。
So we have a list of names here. There's Xiao Lu, Elaine Tam, Jeremiah Well Lam, Joe Lam, Sha Li, Charlotte La, Martin Wong, Kevin Zhou, Aaron Wang, Huilan Gao, Angela Lee,
请到前面来。Please come front.
Shasha Sun, Chan Li Si, Jada Ding, and Jason Lee. Please come to the front.
다 다른 체 넘바 잡선도 넘바 효 담배 주주고라 효 담배 주라 대바도 먹으나 담바 투지체 효게나 잡선도 넘바 효 제도라 동보 초섬 살고래라 초섬 살와데 초동보데 송지 근조 인바데 담배주 근조 숨바데 겐덴 근조데 근조를 뭐지 넘바송라 초섬 살 드니 대지서 부모에 바살라 저 연발황 라바니 힝가라 탈모자르네 요 드니 대 단다 상지 좀 된데 샬리규 갑라 드니 공게 로만남지 야르효와다 sonje jam den de marsum be gausala teta be chonlen yorela te jisu tembe ge chedola da jam rudam ba hyo gausala tende sine yogu rela teta bo na ro che la te jisu la jam ru sonde te ngarang dengerela ti tan de jisu tembe go ne kanjur bo chen number son na ja sun ro ge son be go ne ji du na ro che.
And you have a great faith and devotion, and because of this you are taking the refuge vow and entering the gate of Dharma. And so in order to give you the refuge vow, first you have to do 3 prostrations. You prostrate to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and the Sangha. You prostrate to the 3 jewels. And then you kneel with your right knee on the ground, your left knee raised, and your 2 hands joined at your heart in prayer position. And the reason for this is that during the time of the Buddha, the students, when students would ask questions of the Buddha and when he would answer, they would the students would sit in this posture. So we sit in this posture in order to recall this. And then I will recite the words of the refuge vow, and please recite these words thinking that you are going for refuge.
首先呢，各位今天要来皈依代表你们对佛法升起了信心而且愿意进入佛门，所以首先我要谢谢你们今天愿意皈依。那接下来皈依的仪式的时候，首先你们要先3拜，所以要站起来，等一下要3拜。第1拜的时候，你想说就是在礼拜佛；第二拜的时候想着在礼拜法；再来第3个在礼拜僧。拜完3拜之后呢，你就要跪下来合掌。跪的时候的有一个姿势就是你的右膝盖是要触地，左膝盖抬起来，然后合掌。那这个姿势呢，是当时佛陀在世的时候，就会有这样一个弟子见到佛陀的时候，会以这样子的一个姿势的。那么接着呢，我就会念诵这个3皈依文，是藏文的。那你们就要跟着念。皈依文的意思呢，就是我从今天起皈依佛、皈依法、皈依僧，你们就要跟着我念。好。现在请站起来，3顶礼。好，第1拜，第1顶礼。好，要拜下去。好，第2拜。好，3顶礼。好，接着请跪下来，然后右膝着地，左膝抬起来，就右膝盖碰在地上。好，请合掌。
他说的的灵什么都当个了，对那呢灵当不的，基督那如今。
So we recite this application 3 times, so now please repeat it for the first time.
接着要念第1遍的皈依文。
求救那，
求救那，
预备，三阶堂，将就三巴，他们达拉，公司说，罗本，达拉，公司说，达图，那呢种的，其实，所以，巴尔多，刚尼。남기초 산제라 잡순초 뇌차당 달와 남기초 추라 잡순초 소남기초 파베 겐든 남라 잡순초 다치시 소예 바르토 잡숨 진베 게니도 로벤치 zondo솔 다티기 렌 당보테 투바렐라 다 렌이 바텔라야 테타르도 근조름보제 넘바송라 잡숨도기 다 잡숨도 담바쇼기 sombe고네 하 제두 나로체.
That was the first repetition, and now during the second repetition, please think to yourself that you're going for refuge to the 3 jewels, and that you're taking the refuge vow.
接着要念的是第2遍的皈依文，那么一样你要想说我要皈依佛法僧，然后要领受皈依戒。
초조나 유베 산제당 장춥센바 탐제 달라 공수소 로pen 달라 공수소 다투 네네 zon데 Chesit,
解析
Choye,
错语
Bharto,
耳朵
Kani,
刚尼
Namjencho,
南吉ço
啊 Sanjela,
桑杰拉
Japsun
教
Chevo,
素丘
Dechadang,
恰当
Jalwa,
扎瓦尔
Namjencho,
南吉ço
Chula,
却拉
Japsun
教
Chevo,
素丘
Su Namjencho,
错南吉ço
Pape,
帕贝
Gendan,
根敦
Namla,
南拉
Japsun
教
Chevo,
素丘
Dachese,
达吉西
Choye,
错语
Bharto,
耳朵
Japsum,
教松
Nzanpe,
金贝
Genyento,
延年度
Lopanche,
罗本吉
Zondo
松多
So.
索
Tati sonde tenyi bate, Truparela, Tati jisola sonde ten sumbate, Gugurela, Te Nang Kapso, Tini sonde ten sumbate, Trupatan, Segurje, Dagurela, Segur Dabati, Tendote, Tini Tamba Sinkinte, Tohila Tini Jegi Yore, Tohi Sedu Tangara, Japsundro, Dambate, Topson, Tajapsundro Sunbaye, Kenchusum, Tuji, Jesus, Re, Samba. Teta tola yone tohiji naruchi.
That completes the second repetition. Now for the third repetition. At the end of the third repetition, I will snap my fingers. And the meaning of this is that when you take a vow, you receive the vow by thinking to yourself that you've received it. So at the end, you think to yourself, I have taken the vow, I have gone for refuge, I have been accepted out of the compassion, I've been accepted by the three jewels out of their compassion.
那么接着要念的是第3遍的皈依文，念完的时候我会一弹指哦。当你听到了这个弹指的声音的时候，你要想说我得到皈依戒了。那么这是皈依戒很特别的地方，就是你要心中你要想我得到了，你要有这样的念头，你才会得到皈依戒哦。所以当我一弹指的时候，就是提醒各位要想说我得到皈依戒了，然后要想我得到三宝的加持了。
Chojona,
Chojona,
Yube,
Shube,
Sanjetang,
Sangyetang,
Changchup Semba,
Changchup Semba,
Tamje,
Tamje,
Dala,
Dala,
Gonsusol,
Gongsoso,
Lopan,
Lobun,
Dala,
Dala,
Gonsusol,
Gongsoso,
Datu,
Dadu,
Ndene Zangde,
Dene Songde,
Chesit,
Jisi,
Choye,
Coyi,
Parto,
Ardo,
Kani,
Gani,
Namchencho,
Namgicho,
Sanjela,
Sangyela,
Japsuncho,
Gyapsucho,
Dechadang,
Dechadang,
Talwa,
Tawar,
Namchencho,
Namgicho,
Chula,
Chela,
Japsuncho,
Gyapsucho,
Chu Namchencho,
Chonamgicho,
Pape,
Pabe,
Gendan,
Gendun,
Namla,
Namla,
Japsuncho,
Gyapsucho,
Dochese, Choye,
Coyi,
Parto,
Ardo,
Japsam,
Gyapsum,
Nzanpe,
Tembe,
Genyento,
Genendo,
Lopenche,
Nongi,
Zondo So. Tati Japsam Dambate, Totne, Tachisin Soya Pata, Majibe Tendo, Chitsune Tate, Ziche, Main Sabache, Togrela, Teniche Nambaramba Yenda Petnaruche.
So now you have taken the refuge vow, and so that you do not forget this from now till the end of this life, Rinpoche will now cut a bit of hair from the top of your head and give you a new Dharma name. So please come forward one at a time to do this.
那么算是得到了皈依戒了。那么接下来各位要顺序的上来，帮助你在一生当中记得得到这个皈依戒，所以会剪一点头发，会给各位一个皈依的法名。
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya, 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 Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. Tatige Chamdu Dambate Truparela, Tateji Sumano Jane, Chenamba Tambichu, Jagola Hubala, Parchi Mepata, Tambichu Yon Salin Tabata, Tambichu Yon Salon and Tarsenberg, Manam Jay, Jagarella, Cheranamba Yon Sanjitan and Tetabu, Manam Janaro.
That completes the Refuge Vow. And now I'll recite an aspiration prayer that you, now that you have entered the gate of the Dharma, you have no obstacles, that you may be able to practice and achieve the ultimate result. Please also make this same aspiration in your own minds.
那么各位圆满得到了这样一个皈依戒，接下来我会念一段祝福的祈愿文，主要是祝福各位在今天得到了皈依之后呢，以后修行的道路上能够没有任何的障碍，能够顺利的修持，最后能够圆满你的修持哦。所以当我在念的时候，希望各位心中也跟着这样子来发愿。
Tarve Jansen, Dembara Jurje, Zombara Jeba, Sentara, Zombara Jurje, Zultum Je, Bumbo, Yonzo, Zobara Jurje, Serab Domje, Dombe, Junium Solembe, Galva, Don Dembara Jurje, Tarve Jansen, Dembara Jurje, Zombara Jeba, Sentara, Zombara Jurje, Zultum Je, Bumbo, Yonzo, Zobara Jurje, Serab Domje, Dombe, Junium Solembe, Kalva don dembara joro je, tarve jansen dembara jorje, zombara jeba, sentara zambara jorje, zultum je, pumbo yonso zobara jorje, serab tamje do dombe junyam so lembe, kalva don dembara joro je, trimje, zultum je me je, zultum nambara do namsen mebe, zultum je, zultum baru jinso yo, jalwa ganj, Jiso lobjoro de zombo jeba yonso zoze, sultum jeba jeme yonda baradada manyam jeme jebarakyo, lula chugu sumje taki yo mala dene sumje taki, shenla lapa sumje taki yo ganla gancho sumje taki yo. 다 단다 파르달라 나랑서 타르바동 탐진셴베 공봉 토요 마레라 대준생 강라 때네 중앙에서나 잡선도 담바 마이규바도 담베 주주고라 마이규발라 때네 대답을 중앙에라 다 다른 게 값서 바발라 첸남바 잡선도 담바 휴 담베 주주고라 휴네 조부송지 점된데 저 공봉건 레벨라 컴바공 부바나기 중위바인 베천나 마옴발라 림베 타르tum 드레보 송지 점된데 저 공봉 토바른저라라 대답을라 톡가와동 쪼아침보 때네 나는 야보 자나로치 다 되게 잡선도 담바테 트바예.
So up to this point, we have not yet achieved the state of liberation and omniscience. And the reason for this is that we have not yet taken the refuge vow. We have not yet entered the gate of the Dharma. So today, all of you have taken the refuge vow. You have entered the gate of the Dharma. And so now you have taken the first step towards achieving the state of perfect Buddhahood. So in the gradually you will in the future achieve the ultimate state of Buddhahood, and so you should be delighted and happy about this. And so please keep this aspiration and prayer in your mind. That completes the refuge vow.
为什么我们到现在呢都还没有真的能够得到解脱，或者说从这样的轮回中解脱出来，成就圆满的佛果？原因就在于说我们没有真的皈依，也没有真的进入佛法的修持。但是在今天，各位就圆满的皈依了，各位也算是迈出了你成佛的第一步吧。所以我觉得这是一件非常非常难得的事情。那么未来透过不断的修持，也能够成就圆满的佛果的。所以真的是要感到非常的高兴，也记得要发一个善愿。那么各位的皈依今天就圆满了。
Sebe zole jowa jowa